Hello, Pong Mai.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So let me first introduce. Can you please introduce yourself to me first?
Okay. My name is Phương. I'm 11 years old and I
Yes.
will new student.
Can you tell me what are your hobbies are?
Mm,
Do you play some
I
sports?
like reading. I like reading books and comic books, and I also like playing sports.
May I ask what kind of sport do you like?
I like soccer and volleyball.
Yes. Okay, that's good. So now let me first introduce myself to you. I am teacher Princess Albufera. Is it clear to you? Okay.
No?
Okay, so I think I will now show you the book that we will discover.
Okay.
Okay, do you see my screen now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, are you done with this lesson just for today?
Mm, the lesson
This one,
now
just for
is
today.
the first time.
Oh, so I think we will be studying this one first or this one.
First, I think first.
This one, are you done with this one? Are you happy? This?
Uh, no, I haven't.
Okay. So I think we will start with this one. Or, okay, let's start with this one. Are you okay with that?
Okay.
Okay, so let us read and discuss. May I ask you to please read the first paragraph?
Mm,
Okay.
uh, what makes people happy or unhappy? What are the ingredients of
Okay.
happiness? Of course, answers differ from person to person. Two elements are ob- obvious. However, social
Relationships. So let me first read you again. What makes people happy or unhappy? What are the ingredients of happiness? Of course, answers differ from person to person. Two elements are obvious, however, relationships and temperament. So, happiness. Do you know what is happiness or being happy? Or have you experienced um being happy with something or someone? Do you know what kind of feeling is happy?
discover Can you say again?
Do you know what kind of feeling is happy? The word happy. Do you know what kind of feeling is that?
So, uh,
This one, happy. Have you experienced being happy in your life?
yes. Yes.
So may I ask what things can make you happy?
I think
Like your family?
relatives or friends.
Yes. Are you happy being with
The
them?
fun. Yes.
Yes. So what you are feeling or experiencing is a kind of a state of a person, such as being happy. And when you ask another person, so they answer different from what is your perspective. So we have here, of course, answers differ from person to person. Two elements are obvious, however, social relationships and temperament. So we have here the definition of temperament. Can you see it? The definition of temperament.
Mm,
This one.
temperament. Temperament. Basic characteristics. Tendency to be happy, angry.
Etc. So this etc can be read as etc. Okay, so did you get it? Temperament, basic character
Temper.
or a simple characteristic of a person, such as being happy, angry, sad, or some emotional state. Did you get what temperament is?
Uh,
Just a basic character of a person. So when you are feeling happy or angry or sad sometimes, that is an example of being temperament. Did you get it?
mm, yeah.
Okay, so it is temperament. I think let us now proceed to the second paragraph. Please read it to me, Pong Mai. Start with me.
Okay. Everyday stress usually stem from trouble relationships with others. So if you're satis-
Satisfied?
satisfied with your dealings with family members, friends, neighbors, and college colleagues,
Colleagues, that is colleagues.
colleagues, you are probably quite happy. Conversely, if your relations with these people further, you are likely to lead a
Yes.
very unhappy ex
Existence.
existence.
Okay, thank you.
Existence.
So again, everyday stress usually stems from troubled relationships with others. So if you are satisfied with your dealings with family members, friends, neighbors, and colleagues, you are probably quite happy. Conversely, if your relations with these people bother you, you are likely to lead a very unhappy existence. So this second paragraph simply means that your the biggest factor of your life that can make you happy are your family members, friends, neighbors, and colleagues. So colleagues are the ones that you work with or the people you are encountering with. So that is called a colleague. And then if you are satisfied being with them, that makes you quite happy. However, if your relationship towards them is not quite satisfactory or you are having a bad relationship towards them, that leads you to a very unhappy existence. So, which leads us to being happy or unhappy sometimes. Next is the third paragraph. Can you please read it to me, Fung Mai?
Uh,
Some people
some people
claim,
that temper claim that
claim
temperament
is everything.
claim that temperament is everything. They say if you think you are happy, then you are. This would mean that happiness depends entirely upon
Upon
our own life,
philosophy. Philosophy.
philosophy. philosophy.
Philosophy. And
And indeed, it does seem to be more important than any other factor.
so proceed to the next paragraph, please. People often
We often talk about money, but get this, not only can money not buy happiness, it can't even rent it. People will a lot of money or
consistently
consistently
more
more depressed than people who have just enough to meet their basic needs. Even big lottery winners return to something very close to baseline in a fairly short
period.
period.
Okay, thank
period.
you. So, some people claim that temperament is everything. They say if you think you are happy, then you are. This would mean that happiness depends entirely upon our own life philosophy. And indeed, it does seem to be more important than any other factor. People often talk about money, but get this, not only can money not buy happiness, it can't even rent it. People with a lot of money are consistently more depressed than people who have just enough to meet their basic needs. Even big lottery winners return to something very close to baseline in a fairly short period. So, we have learned a while ago about temperament and that temperament is a basic character of a person, and that means everything to the people around us. So, just like the quote that is stated here, if you think you are happy, then you are. So, do you think you are happy right now, Fong Mai? What is your feeling
I
right
think
now?
not really.
And why is that? May I know why is that? Are you happy?
I think
But somehow, are you
not
happy?
really.
And why is that? May I ask why is that? Did something have gone wrong?
Hmm. I have to. I think I have to learn a lot, study a lot.
Yes. So, well, this the lesson that we are now tackling can contribute to what you are feeling because we are now tackling the a state of a person, a simple state of a person. And I think you are done tackling this lesson because Academy Education just stated that you are done with this one, but we will not proceed first because you said that um you are not familiar with this one, right? Pong Mai, you are not
Mm,
familiar with this one, right?
yes, right.
Okay, so now I have here the questions, but I think we will now just unlock these words that are given on the lesson. First is ingredient. Can you please read the definition of ingredient?
Present.
Ingredient, one of the things,
One of the things that give its
character,
character,
temperament,
uh,
the basic character,
and three.
basic character, for example, the tendency to be happy, angry, and etc. So stem from, develop as a result of else. Colleague, who works in the same organization or department as you. So this one, colleagues who or colleague who works in the same organization or department as you. And
Okay.
conversely, in reverse. So the consequences or the opposite of the opposite on the right one. Meet is satisfy. Or meet is sometimes a synonym of the word goal, the word goal. Next is baseline, basic standard, and fairly to some degree. Now, here are some questions that you need to answer. First is, what are the most important aspects of your being happy? The question is, what are the most important aspects of your being happy? Of you being happy? Just like what you said earlier, you said that your factor or your friends, relatives is the one or the one that contributes to your happiness, right? Kung Mai?
Right.
Okay, so do what are the most important aspects of you being happy? Could you answer this question?
I think
Other things, most important aspects of you being happy.
uh, it's my relatives around.
And so they are, do you think they are the most important aspects of you being happy, right?
Is right.
Okay. The next one is, why do many people think the rich are happier than poor? And why might the opposite be true in your opinion? So, and again, the question is, why do many people think the rich are happier than the poor? Just answer this first line here.
Mm, uh, Many people think the rich are happier than the poor. I think because they think because if we are rich, we have money, we can pay for many pills or be free.
So, that is your answer? Is that okay?
And convert their life very easy because they have a lot of money.
Yes. So your answer is very accurate. Why do many people think the rich are happier than the poor? So it is simple because they have the wealth that they have, right? The thing that is called money. They have that, right?
Yes.
Yes, so that's why the poor think that the rich one or the rich people are happier than them because they can buy everything they want. They can do everything that they want to do. And the next question is, why might the opposite be true in your opinion? Why might the opposite be true in your opinion?
Um, I think uh, I think it's equal. I think poor and rich are can be also happy.
Yes, your idea is somehow correct because why do it relates to the first question, right? Why do many people think the rich are happier than the poor, and why might the opposite be true in your opinion? So here in our country, do you know what country am I living? The Philippines?
Philippines,
Yes. Do you know
think
what
yes,
country is that?
yes, I
So
know.
let me share this to you. Our country has many poor or not very fortunate people. We have very less fortunate people, and um, some kids like you don't have, or they are homeless because they do not have enough money, just like the rich people have. So I think that it is very true that the rich are more happier than the poor people because the rich can buy whatever the food or anything they want. Not like unlike the poor ones because they cannot get anything that they want. Is it okay? Get it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so just simple as that. The rich can buy many things that they want, and the poor ones cannot because they don't have the money that the poor ones have. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So I think we will now proceed with this one. Or are you okay with the first lesson that we have tackled? This? Are you
I
okay with this
think
one?
this for today. Yes. This yes.
Just simple the temperament, a simple characteristic that each person have. This one, are you done with this lesson
Think yes.
just for today?
Yes.
Okay, so you are done with this one. Think we will now proceed to this standing up. Are you done with this one again or not?
No. No.
Okay, so this is the continuation of the lesson just for today. Let us first read and discuss. Standing up. Please read the first paragraph, Kung Mai.
Okay. I often see a pregnant woman board a bus and start a stand while young men sit reading their newspapers and pretend not to notice her. I I watched teen teenagers started like birds with their friends and act cool while a passenger wearing leg brace stands right in front of them. Almost every day, I see men and women who are so old and weak that they can't even stand up straight. But the young man wearing muscle
Muscle.
shirts, muscle shirts, and tennis shoes continue to sit in their seats until they reach their
Destination.
destination. I guess with all those muscles they are showing they must be very tired. I was taught common courtesy at a
Courtesy.
young age. I remember courtesy. A young age. I remember being told by my mother that if I didn't offer myself seat to a handicapped person or an elderly man or woman, or a woman with child, or one with several small children to take care of, I wouldn't be able to sit down for a week. Today, people have no respect for members of their own family, so how can we expect them to respect strangers?
Okay, let me now proceed to the second before we tackle about it. Do you know why so many women stand on buses and subways while the men sit and read their newspapers? I'll tell you. Those men were raised with no manners. Last week, I was seated behind a woman and her teenage son. The kid was engrossed in his comic book. An elderly lady got on and stood near us, struggling to stay upright. She had a cane and limped badly. The woman in front of me gave her son a sharp poke in the ribs and said, "Get up and give that lady your seat right now before I let you have it upside your head." I agree that she was not very refined in her speech, but she was sure was doing a fine job of instilling proper respect in her son, and I told her so when I got off. So let us first unlock these words before we tackle about the lesson. The first one is pregnant. Having a child developing in the body. Do you know what pregnant is? Having a child
Yes,
developing in the body. So,
women have children in a child in their body, in their stomach.
yes, that's right. Next is cool, detached and not involved. So somehow this is as a feeling of a person showing off, just like the word showing off the coolness of a man. Next is leg braces, pair of metal objects that wears around the leg to help him walk. So this is a kind of machine that helps a person who is injured or it wraps around the leg to help him walk. Next is destination, place where she or he is going. Do you know what is a destination is?
Destination.
Yes, it is a place. Just like may I ask what place are you living right now? Do you live in
Um,
what
Obese.
is what again? Wh-
Living.
Yes, the place that you are living right now. What is
Uh,
it called?
Obesity.
Do you know your country? The name of your country?
Vietnam.
Yes, it's Vietnam. So somehow if I am from Philippines and I will go to your place, that is my destination. So destination is a place. Next is handicap, physically or mentally disabled. Engrossed, so interested or involved in that one does not think about anything else. Limped, walk with difficulty because of an injured leg or foot. So somehow limped is related to handicap, physically or mentally disabled. And refined, polite, and cultured. Next is, can you please read this one? Bored.
Or get onto a ship, aircraft, train, or bus.
Next, show off.
Off, display, or behave in a proud or showy manner.
Manner. It's manner. Next, manners.
Manners, proper behavior with other people.
Et-
Et, eti-
etiquette.
etiquette,
And poke.
poke, quick brush with finger or pointed object.
Next is
And
instill. Instill.
make have a particular feeling of be,
Bel belief. It's belief.
belief.
So
Belief.
I think we have unlocked those hidden words. Let me state that the first paragraph is talks about the observations of the persona. So the persona in there is the word I. So it stated all his observations or his or her experiences from the surroundings that he or she have seen or encountered. The next paragraph also is accurate in real life since it talks about the manner of a person. Simply talks about the manner of a person. Just like, do you know why so women stand on buses and subways while the men sit and read their newspapers? I'll tell you. Those men were raised with no manners. Last week, I was seated behind a woman and her teenage son. The kid was engrossed in his comic book. So there is an example here of not showing a good manner, just like the word poke. It shows here that the word poke is a quick push with finger or pointed object. So, this simple gesture is not a good manner or not showing a good manner. And have you experienced being poked by someone, Fung Mai, or not?
Mm,
Not yet?
poke is what mean
Or
poke?
poke just like push by using this finger. Then like that. That's poking.
Yeah,
Have you
but it's
experienced that?
kidding friend to friend.
That's okay since it's just your friends. However, if some people did that to you, that is not a good manner. So, next is so since we are running out of time, we need to answer these two questions here. You see these questions? This one, let's answer that. The first one, do you think people should give up their seats to the elderly or the young? What do you think, Feng Mai? Do you
Mm,
think people should give up their seats to the elderly or the young? Just your opinion.
the young, is the children or someone is more than 20 or in the teens.
Okay, so your idea is good. Next is when was the last time you gave up your seat on a bus and how did you feel? Have you tried giving up your seat to someone?
Mm, but I haven't go go to somewhere by bus.
Okay, that's okay since you haven't experienced that. So let me share to you my idea with this questions or I have encountered this one and I think for me the elderly or the elder ones must be given the seats because they deserve it since just like us young children we are capable of standing up rather than them. So we have still strong legs that can stand up longer than them. And when was the last time you gave up your seat? So I have the same answer as you. I have not traveled a while ago. I have not traveled. So we have the same answer in the second question. I think we are done since we have only 5 minutes remaining time. Can you please share your reflection towards this lesson to me? Even though
Mm,
just a short reflection
yeah, what?
about a short reflection about the lesson about this lesson.
Reflect,
Um
reflection,
yes, your learnings towards this lesson, even though it's
reflection.
short. Yes.
The picture.
You can do it orally. Just state what have you learned from this lesson. Yes.
I
Since we
think
talk about manners, you will now show good manners towards to the elder ones, the people around you.
I know. Oh, how why why should we
Show
share
respect.
the seats to the strangers? Um, someone else have problem.
Yes, that's right. Okay, that's your answer or idea?
Yes, is my answer.
Okay, so thank you for your time since we have only 3 minutes remaining. Have I think you have learned something from this one talking about manners, showing manners. So I think that's our wrap for today's lesson. Are you okay with that, Feng Mai?
Mm, uh, yes.
We will be digesting so many words sooner for our next schedule, which is Saturday, right?
Okay. Oh, yes, right.
So the next one is this ABCs to achieve your dreams. This is the lesson that we are going to tackle next. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I think before that, let me stop sharing. Mm. Wait. Think we need to take a picture first before leaving. Pong Mai, is it okay?
Take a picture.
Yes. Is it okay with you?
Then yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay. That's good.
Okay.
I think we need to end our session here. I will see you Saturday. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Good.
Okay, bye. It's nice
Bye.
meeting you.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.